blues are out of sight, and this old green rattler's ready to roll, rolling out of town tonight. Hear that steam, hear that whistle scream, and we're off on the northern line. Line 38, never known to be late, rockin' rollin' along on time. All right. I've been in town, I've been fooling around, spent some time in jail. Gonna start again, don't know where or when, but tonight I'm changing my trail.
Now I'm going to have difficulty pronouncing this.
Joe, it's called Nyerimilang.
Nyerimilang Heritage Park. This land was acquired by A. Murray in 1884. 10 years later, in 1894, the property was purchased by a Frank Stuart.
That would be a Protestant Stuart rather than a Catholic Stuart.
And he built the homestead that you're about to see.
Joe, it was actually a weekender, I understand.
Property was first farmland, was acquired as farmland. Secondly, it was then purchased and used as a holiday home, but it's been back and forth with different owners, reverted back to a cattle farm at one stage, but sold in 1976 to Vic Parks, and now it's a national park for all visitors to see. But the prominent choice of the building was made because of the views looking over the Gippsland Lakes.
Okay.
So let's walk through and have a little exploration of the area.
I don't expect grandeur or real opulence, but it just may be a very typical example of what a country homestead may look like.
I'm pressing the doorbell, but nobody's home today. They weren't expecting us, Peter. No, well.
Well, Joe, I've just peeked in the window and I don't really care because they've got plastic chairs. Now, let's see.
That's the cafeteria, Peter. We're going to explore the gardens instead, and let's have a look at some of the surrounding buildings. This way.
October fire, November rain, I left the fleece outside again. The dampened ground, thirsty wool, and I, the faithless fool.
So, in order to get the copper pot working, they had to light up a fire underneath to heat the water up. And I don't know what the flue was for, probably for the smoke to go up.
The flue is to take the smoke away.
And we do the washing.
Yeah.
They don't have a ringer, so it would have had to be done all by hand.
Yeah.
Oh, hard day's work for the women, Peter.
Yeah. Jojo, the things you drag me along to see, I'd just rather go out and buy a front load,
Yeah, we have it too
Melee.
easy. We have it too easy these days.
I wouldn't say it's too easy. It's not easy enough.
Plus, we got a Bosch, not a Melee.
Yeah, okay. But anyway, it's the front loader has sure come a long way.
It certainly has.
Okay, bye. Well, welcome to country Victoria. You can't get more rustic than this old circular woolen
Looks like
sorting table.
Yeah, like a Lazy Susan.
Lazy Susan. Plenty of those around in Melbourne. You don't have to bring them to country Victoria. So anyway, they would take the wool from here and bale it into a simple bale like that, and then somebody would carry it on their back and load it onto some old dray, and then they would take it to Melbourne and export it.
Be sold.
And so we're living off the sheep's back. So we're now in the baling shed, so that means there would be a bale, hence that. You know, it just seems like a square box, but what they would do, they would throw the wool into the shorn wool, of course, off the sheep's back. They wouldn't throw the sheep in there, of course, just their wool. So they would throw the wool in there, and then they would compress it, and they would squeeze it into a sort of a bale, and then they would get rid of it, I suppose, somewhere. Bye.
Skippy, 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 a friend never true.
Alright, so that branch, alright, let's give it a few. Whoa!
Whose are the hands pressed hard on my chest? Oh, I can't
Where to go?
Oh, not bad. Oh, behind the big tree.
City's dark, winter cold, the raven crow its wings unfold.
Here we are located very much in proximity to the entrance of the Gippsland Lakes. However, it only came to my attention yesterday that the entrance is a man-made creation, and the lakes were actually naturally salt-free until they opened up the entrance, and now they've become more salt-like and a bit of erosion to the local vegetation.
Interesting information, Peter.
Yeah. Okay, I gather it was all in the name of progress, really.
For those fishing trawlers to come in and out.
Oh, those trawlers. We don't go trawling, Joe, do we?
No.
We just eat fish.
Whose is the blood now smeared across my door? Oh, this shadow.
Hey Jojo, it looks like as part of the original plantings there was a bit of a hibiscus thing happening. So here to my right we have a fairly established hibiscus plant, a fairly stunted looking thing here, but it's on old wood, so it suggests that the plant's been around for a period of time. A nice little singular version, a little apricot orange thing to my left, and a cute little sort of a full-blown double sort of flower thing in the garden as well.
We had to come back to Nyerimilang Heritage Park because they've got a festival on today. So we've managed to get into the actual house. We've done some boomerang throwing. We've seen some spinning and the old cottage. So I think we've really covered it really well.
And some Irish colonial music.
Yeah, the music was, the little band there was really, really good. Anyway, hope to see you on our next adventure.
Thanks for coming with us. Bye
Bye.
for now.